Thank you for joining me. I'm Cynthia Greer, spiritualist who works at the in-depth level of the soul. If you like the messages I bring forth, please like, subscribe, and share, as it is free to do so on YouTube. And it will let me know just how many videos I need to bring out in order to give the public messages that can be life-changing. Okay, evil doctors. Why is it that some individuals have a glowing report health-wise? They maybe overcome catastrophic illness or a stage 4 or 5 cancer or a car accident that could have left them paralyzed. They resume their lives. They have beautiful relationships and they thrive, while others end up dying while they are waiting for treatment for an illness that could be cured. In my 20 years of working with medical advocacy, not only on myself but for my mother and others, I have found that the biggest issue a lot of times is not financial, not the kind of insurance you have, whether you are on an HMO or state-run, but it is the lines of communication. And either the patient does not have that ability to get their point across and really get that physician to understand what their symptoms are, or it is due to the fact that you have come across a physician that simply will not listen to you because they do not care about humanity. And this is what we're going to nail today. I'm just going to come right out and say it. There are a lot of doctors in the United States that should not be practicing medicine at all, period. They need to be getting their licenses revoked, and they need to go into another line of work. Remember, doctors are human. Many suffer with addictions to alcohol and drugs. Others have mental health issues and are actually seeing patients in the thralls of a bipolar episode. And if you know anything about bipolar disorder, there are many levels of it. To give you an example, since my book, Medical Malpractice, The Uncharted Journey, came out a month ago, a number of people have contacted me to tell me how distraught they were about how they were being treated. One woman came to me who is in her 70s. She has been a dancer in her entire life. She is extremely physically fit, well-groomed, intelligent, and is a solid family person, great mother, has a wonderful relationship with her partner. And the moment that she walked in to the doctor's office, he wouldn't listen to anything she had to say. Instead, he told her to take a good, honest look at how old she was and face the fact that her life was ending soon, that she was going to be losing her balance, she would be falling, and there was no point in her ever driving again or even going out on a social level. It was just too dangerous. Now, since I know this woman personally, I've known her for many years, so I do know her character. I go to lunch with her. She's in my social circle. I knew that it was absolute BS. But on a deep psychic level, what I saw, because she was asking me to really read the situation, was that the doctor was someone who had deep-rooted issues, and he should not have been in practice at all, and he was way out of line. And she ended up going immediately for another opinion and was told just the opposite. Now, in my case, and I talk about this in my book, I was told with the osteoradionecrosis that I could not have a surgery to remove the infected bone in my body that had died, that was beyond repair, that had caused sepsis, that could have gone to my brain and killed me. I was told to do nothing. I was told to let my teeth fall out of my head. I was told to just leave everything alone. Now, the result of that would have been death. Of course, I didn't take what that doctor said seriously. I got another opinion, and I found out that I did indeed need a full oral extraction. If I didn't get it, it was just a matter of time. When you are dealing with someone who is arrogant and condescending, you are dealing with somebody who is evil. Any time they are tearing you down and they are saying that it's too late for you, or you don't have the money, you might as well fold up. You are dealing with an unseen supernatural force. That individual has become a host. They are being guided by negative, demonic entities. Now, while you can't say that that is what you know to be the truth when you come up against evil like this, you can certainly use your voice and report them. Report them, give them a horrible rating on any number of the sites that are out there for consumers to read. Because in medicine, there is a lot of cronyism. And cronyism is when doctors back each other up, no matter what bipolar mental disorder they have, drug addiction, spam, in considering that people are not people, but they are just commodities. They scratch each other's back. And that is something that is very harmful to the patient. And if you are a woman and you are past a certain age and you take care of yourself, they hate you even more. Because in American culture, we are conditioned to survive, not thrive. Only the top 1% is allowed to thrive and enjoy life and live it fully and productively. But if you fall underneath that caste system, if you are trying to rise to your highest ability, are resented. And you are completely knocked down for trying to do it. That is how the sinister force works. It works through both political parties. So don't fall into the illusion that one political party is better than the other and that one cares more than the other one does. Because the truth of the matter is, what we are living in this society, with how our healthcare has become so commodity driven, that is not a reflection that things have been adequately taken care of. Because in order for these issues to change, it has to come from the federal level. And politicians, as a rule, they'll talk when they want to get elected. But once they get there, who do they go after? The elderly, the disabled, the single parents, those who have difficulty speaking and fighting for themselves. So it is really up to those who have a voice when something happens to call this issue, to complain to who you have to complain to, and to not stop until your voice is heard. This is the only way that changes are going to come, that are going to benefit mankind. What we have in place right now is an attitude that is similar to Nazi Germany. I'm just going to go ahead and say it how it really is. And if you are a woman, do not be beguiled by women in politics and those in medicine who have fallen under the patriarchy and cronyism, because they are only seeing it one way. Hey, everybody has to die at some time, some point. Yes, that is true. Of course that's true. But in the USA, we have had our lives intentionally shortened. And that is due to medical abuse and neglect. I'm going to leave you with this. The culture that you are living in, the government that you have, is a reflection of the majority of consciousness, because people allow it. People don't pay attention. This is not a healthcare system that is patient-friendly. It is complex and it is harsh. And you are going to have to educate yourself if you want to cut through the red tape and the BS. And your faith in God overall is the most important. I wish you much love and many blessings.